We know one thing about the Deep Horizon oil disaster tonight we didn't know this morning. That smaller box, nicknamed the Top Hat, which represents try number 2 to cap the well, is now on site at the oil spill. BP hopes to lower it over the leaking pipe by Thursday. Meantime, 210,000 gallons of crude continue to gush into the Gulf of Mexico every day. When and how the responsible parties stop that unrestrained continuous blast of petroleum remains to be seen. Joining us now is civil and environmental engineering professor Satish Nagarajia of Rice University. Thanks so much for your time tonight. I hope I got your name right.
Yes, you did.
Excellent. So the smaller box, the Top Hat, what makes it different than the bigger box and more likely to work?
The primary thing is, they will be actually sending the box down at the end of a pipe, in a pipe, if you will. And that outer pipe will actually be sending down warm seawater, and that will keep the box warm. And hopefully it will not plug up the way the bigger one did, and the ice plug will be prevented from forming, and hopefully it'll work.
So the problem the last time was that they put down this big thing, and it was so cold that there was freezing that happened inside the pipe, and that blocked it up. And this is going to be warmed with warm water. Is that am I getting that right?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so if that fails, they're now talking. We've read in the papers about the junk shot, which sounds totally absurd to all of us who are following this. Is that really what it sounds like? I mean, are we now considering actually just pumping garbage into the leak? How could that plausibly be a solution?
Well, it's not garbage, really. The reason why they are going to pump in rubber pieces and golf balls and things like that is you want to jam up the oil and gas which is coming up the well and flowing through the blowout preventer right now. If you can jam these things inside that with these pieces of rubber, and then they have a better chance of getting cement and mud into the well to plug it.
Okay, so you put the rubber down, it sort of temporarily stops it, but doesn't that I mean, I'm maybe betraying a tremendous amount of ignorance here, but doesn't that pressure have to go somewhere? I mean, if you're able to kind of stem the pressure that's pushing up and gushing up with the junk, isn't that going to just sort of seep out somewhere else?
Well, it is. Some of it is still going to come out, but they're going to access the BOP from a valve, and they will be able to control that flow of oil and gas through that valve, which they're going to access from the side. And so with that, they will be able to control the flow eventually, of course.
This technology, if you can call a junk shot a technology, was used, our understanding, extensively in the Gulf War 20 years ago. You have this, it seems, this strange situation in which the well drilling technology is advanced. We're drilling at much deeper levels, but it doesn't seem like the cleanup or kind of emergency techniques have advanced. Is that more or less where we are right now?
Well, this is an unprecedented accident, which I think nobody was expecting. So the industry is scrambling to get measures in place to plug the well. And that's the reason why I think some of these techniques are being tried, which have never been tried at this depth. And, I think it's a learning experience even for the industry right now.
Yeah, it certainly seems like a learning experience. Satish Nagarajia, professor of civil and environmental engineering at Rice University, thank you so much for your time tonight.
My pleasure.